Many celebrities undergo cosmetic surgery, but some procedures result in drastic and often criticized changes. This documentary explores the phenomenon of celebrity cosmetic surgery, focusing on transformations that have sparked public debate and scrutiny. We examine how certain procedures have altered the appearances of well-known figures, leading to discussions about beauty standards and the pressures of fame. The video will present a series of before and after comparisons, highlighting the perceived fails and the reasons behind them. The central question is, to what extent do these surgical alterations align with the pursuit of ideal beauty, and when do they cross the line into unintended consequences? Heidi Montag's extensive plastic surgery in 2010, involving 10 procedures in a single day, aimed to enhance her appearance but resulted in a look widely considered unnatural. She later expressed regret, stating she felt like a different person and that the surgeries were a result of insecurity and seeking external validation. Lil' Kim, a pioneer in hip-hop, has faced persistent speculation regarding her changing facial features over the years. While she has never explicitly detailed her procedures, public appearances reveal significant alterations in her nose, lips, and skin tone, leading to widespread commentary on her evolving look. Meg Ryan, known for her naturally radiant smile, has been the subject of intense discussion concerning her facial procedures. Comparisons of her earlier roles with her more recent public appearances suggest significant changes, with many attributing these to fillers and surgical interventions that altered her distinctive features. The image of a face marked for plastic surgery, with dotted lines and arrows indicating intended changes, illustrates the precise and often invasive nature of cosmetic procedures. This visual represents the planning stages where surgeons map out alterations, from facelifts to rhinoplasty, aiming to reshape features according to patient desires or perceived aesthetic ideals. Tara Reid's public image has been significantly shaped by discussions surrounding her cosmetic surgeries, particularly after a liposuction procedure that she claimed left her with uneven contours. Her subsequent efforts to correct these issues have been closely followed, with her appearance continuing to be a topic of public interest and debate. The first layer is context. Every documentary story begins before the moment people remember. There is a setting, a chain of decisions, and a public reaction that shapes how the event is understood. In the case of celebrity cosmetic surgery transformations, the important thing is not only what happened, but why the surrounding details made people pay attention. That is where the story begins to move from a simple summary into something more useful. It asks us to look at timing, location, pressure, and the way one moment can represent a much larger pattern. The second layer is what people often misunderstand. A single image or short clip can feel complete, but it usually leaves out the forces around it. Viewers see the result, not the build-up. They see the most dramatic frame, not the quiet details that made it possible. That gap matters because it changes the meaning of the story. When we examine celebrity cosmetic surgery transformations carefully, we are not just asking what is visible. We are asking what is missing from the first impression. Then comes the turning point. This is where the story stops being only about one scene and starts pointing to a bigger question. Why did this particular moment stand out? Why did people share it, debate it, or return to it later? The answer is usually not one simple fact. It is a combination of emotion, uncertainty, and recognition. People respond when a story feels specific, but also familiar enough to connect to something they already care about. Another important detail is the human tendency to look for a clean conclusion. We want a final answer, a clear lesson, and a single explanation that ties every loose end together. But strong documentary stories often resist that. They leave us with evidence, competing interpretations, and a reminder that public understanding is always incomplete. That does not make the story weaker. It makes it more honest. So what value can we take from celebrity cosmetic surgery transformations? The value is not just the event itself. It is the pattern around it. It shows how quickly attention forms, how easily context disappears, and how important it is to ask better questions before accepting the easiest version of a story. That is why stories like this continue to matter after the first wave of attention fades. In the end, celebrity cosmetic surgery transformations remains worth examining because it sits between fact and interpretation. We can see enough to understand why it matters, but not always enough to close the case completely. And that open space is where documentary storytelling becomes powerful. It does not tell us what to think. It gives us a clearer way to look. The journey through these celebrity transformations reveals a complex interplay of fame, insecurity, and the pursuit of an often unattainable ideal. While some seek to enhance their natural beauty, others undergo procedures that drastically alter their appearance, leading to outcomes that are sometimes met with public criticism. The question remains, in an era of constant public scrutiny, do these surgical interventions ultimately serve the individuals involved, or do they perpetuate a cycle of unrealistic beauty standards? This channel explores the behind-the-scenes realities of celebrity life, from controversies to transformations.